Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Well, for an inside linebacker, I think you'd agree when I say that he is fast to the football, and he proved that thesis correct on that last play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans and play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. A throw for Burrow, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive.
Really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, Burrow. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Burrow on play action. And that's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now it's Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, out comes the rookie 5th-round pick, Evan McPherson, for the Bengal field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Another shot for Bateman. This time he's got it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson out to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ahead of the chains now, second and 2. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second and 10, Burrow. He goes right back to Higgins, and this time he's got it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He finds his running back, Mixon. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens 0. Evan McPherson will kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, You got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, it says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. They'll get this out wide to Boyd. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And from down in Miami, an update. And it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. From the gun, Jackson. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hey, report!
Jackson now. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Trey Hendrickson drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 29, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's going to look deep down the field. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. And that's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield now, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up the 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Play action. It's Jackson. Rolling to his right. Pushing his way through. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's a give to Dobbins. He will push his way down to about the 14. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And now ball going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis. Interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
You have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Fielded at about the 28. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Baltimore. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. Again, Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got some space here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Returning it, Justice Hill. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hope to polish things off. And what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. They go play action now. Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll make it a 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 39, Burrow. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. There he goes right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of her main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Burrow. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they do. Where are they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,